Batting second, the second baseman, number 22, Eli Palmer. Batting third, the center fielder, number 10, Esteban Ruiz. Batting fourth, the designated hitter, number 26, Nicholas De La Vega. Batting fifth, the shortstop, number 17, Victor Perez. Batting sixth, the first baseman, number 27, Michael Martinez. Batting seventh, the right fielder, number 35, Daniel Cancio. Batting eighth, the catcher, number 2, Jordan Daddio. And batting ninth, the third baseman, number 1, Alessandro Villegas. And the pitcher, number 23, Peyton Casey. And now the starting lineup for your Trinity Baptist College Eagles. Batting sixth, the left fielder, number 10, Parker Laffrey. Batting seventh, the shortstop, number 6, Colby Kennedy. Batting eighth, the designated hitter, number 21, Caden Reeves. And batting ninth, the center fielder, number 11, Gabriel LeBron. And your pitcher for today, number 24, Darren Goki. Now, if everyone will please remain standing and remove your caps as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Trinity Baptist College as the TBC Eagles baseball team is about to take on the Owls from Florida Palms University in this Wednesday afternoon doubleheader. Cool mid-50s, partly cloudy, but otherwise nice and bright and sunny here on this Wednesday afternoon. Trinity Baptist College comes into today's play with a record of 5-14, no wins, 3 losses in NCCAA South Region competition, and the Owls are 5-17 under head coach Anthony Ronco. These two teams met on February 25th, and Trinity Baptist won both games of that doubleheader 11-7 and 12-6, and they're looking to add on a couple more wins, and the Owls have won 3 in a row. So they are on a little bit of a run, and they're looking to keep that momentum going. Here's a batting order for the Owls. Left fielder Trenton May, second baseman Eli Palmer, center fielder Esteban Ruiz. Middle third of the batting order, Nicholas De La Vega is a DH, Victor Perez the shortstop, and Michael Martinez is at first base. And the bottom third, right fielder Daniel Cancio, catcher Jordan Daddio, and third baseman Alessandra Villegas. And they're going to face left-hander Darren Goki, who is 1-2 this season with an ERA of 4.84, coming off a terrific outing last weekend, Saturday afternoon, against Florida National University. Goki went 6 extremely solid innings. He allowed just 2 hits, 2 runs. One of those was a 2-run homer. That was the only scoring in that entire ball game. Goki will make his 6th appearance, 4th start, 20 and a third total innings. He's allowed 14 hits, 13 runs, 11 of those earned. Goki has walked 10 and struck out 20. Eagles wearing the blue jerseys with the gold shoulders and the white pants, and Florida Palms University in the royal blue jerseys with the gray pants. And just a little equipment adjustment over there at first base where Will Van Sickle is playing. So it's Van Sickle at first, Sammy Coffrin playing second base, Colby Kennedy is at short, Josh Wharton playing third base. In left field is Parker Laffery, who threw out a man at the plate against Montreat College in that ball game yesterday. Gabriel LeBron is in center, E.J. Alvarez in right, Ryan Onks behind the plate. Caden Reeves will be the designated hitter and will give you the batting order when the Eagles come to bat in the bottom half of this first inning. Darren Goki getting ready to face Trenton May, who's hitting .273, no homers, 8 RBIs. And Goki's first pitch is right down the middle for strike one, and the ball game is underway. Glad you're joining us here on TBC Eagles. We do apologize, the online scoreboard not functioning today. And a high pop-up just behind the infield. 3 Eagles giving chase, and Colby Kennedy makes the catch for out number 1. That's okay about the scoreboard. We'll tell you often what's going on. Batting second, the second baseman Eli Palmer comes in at .259, 8 runs driven in. The Owls have hit a total of 4 home runs, 3 of them by the man who's sitting on deck right there, Estevan Ruiz. TBC has hit just 1. E.J. Alvarez got that against Florida National on Saturday. 1 ball, no strikes, and this one misses downstairs. That's ball 2. Goki ready, and the pitch. And a good fastball right down the middle. 2 balls and a strike. Darren Goki, a freshman from Bonita Springs High School in Bonita Springs, Florida. A beautiful breaking ball. Had to hit her out in front. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And Goki ready, and the pitch. And that one misses outside. So the count is full. Goki ready, winds up, and the pitch. Swing and a miss. A good fastball right by the hitter. That is out number 2 and strikeout number 1 for Darren Goki Jr. Brings up Estevan Ruiz. He's hitting .288. He has homered 3 times and driven in 15. Goki has gotten the first 2 men he faced. And he's ready with the first pitch to Ruiz, and Ruiz helped him out, chasing one in the dirt. No balls and a strike. Please excuse me, I do have somewhat of a cough, but we'll be all right. And a high chop foul to the right side. And Goki's ahead 0-2. May, Palmer, Ruiz, De La Vega, Perez, Martinez, Cancio, Dadillo, and Villegas are the starting 9, batting in that order. No balls, 2 strikes. And Goki with the pitch. And he misses upstairs. Goki delivers, and there's a drive, well hit towards left center. This one is going to roll up toward the fence. Ruiz around second. He'll pull up in with a 2-out double. Goki got ahead of the hitter, but Ruiz found one to his liking, hit a line drive double, so he'll be at second base with 2 out. Cleanup hitter Nicholas De La Vega, the designated hitter at the plate. He is 3 for 10 this season, but he has driven in 3 runs in limited opportunity. Lefty on lefty, and Goki's first pitch is down low. So 1 ball, no strikes. And Goki with the pitch. Check swing at a low ball. And no swing. So 2 balls, no strikes. And that is ball 3 downstairs. First base is open. A walk, not the worst thing. Victor Perez waits on deck. 2 quick outs and then the double to left center. And a 3-0. That one caught the knees for strike 1. 3 balls and a strike. And a 3-1 on the way. De La Vega may have chased one out of the zone, but he fouled it off. Still alive, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Wind blowing out towards right center. It's going to help a well-hit ball in that direction. It might hinder one towards left. Here's a payoff pitch, and ball 4 is upstairs. So after the first 2 men are out, a double and then a walk gives the Owls first and second. And it brings up the number 5 hitter, shortstop Victor Perez. He's hitting .303 and he's driven in 8 runs. 54 degrees with that wind blowing out towards right center at about 11 miles per hour. And the first pitch is a high pop-up, foul territory. Van Sickle giving chase. Can't get there, and it's strike 1. The wind may have taken that one away from Will Van Sickle. The wind will push a ball toward that direction. Might hold one up towards left. So no balls and a strike. Estevan Ruiz doubled. He's at second. Nicholas De La Vega walked. He's at first. There are 2 outs, a pop-up and a strikeout. And Goki from the stretch, a high leg kick, and he misses downstairs. Onks couldn't find it at first. It's right under his feet. Ryan Onks threw out 2 base runners trying to steal against him in Game 1 yesterday. He has a very solid arm. In fact, there were no successful steals in that ball game for Montreat. A ball and a strike. Perez trying to drive in the run. Goki turns, fires to second. Not a big intent, just making sure that the runner Ruiz doesn't get too far off. Of course, with 2 outs, runners don't have to wait to see if the ball will be caught. Van Sickle not holding the runner at first. And a fastball misses high. 2 balls and a strike. So 2-1. Goki trying to get a breaking ball, but missed it outside. Looked great to the first 2 hitters. Had 0-2 on Ruiz. Since then's had a little trouble finding his spots, but there he gets the knees with a fastball. Goki not in the batting order. Caden Reeves will be the DH. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. The runners should have been going, but they weren't. This is an automatic takeoff with 3-2 and 2 outs and a force out. First base coach reminding both runners to take off. And there they go. Strike 3 called, a late call, but Perez is out. A breaking ball that got the outside part of the plate. For the Owls, a double and a walk with 2 outs but no runs, and after a half inning of play, we have no score with the Eagles coming to bat. We'll keep it right here to give you the Trinity Baptist batting order, which is as follows. The leadoff hitter is the second baseman, Sammy Coffrin. Batting second, playing catcher, Ryan Ongst. Third baseman is Josh Wharton. He will bat third. The middle part of the batting order, the cleanup man is Will Van Sickle. He's at first base. E.J. Alvarez in right bats fifth. Parker Laffrey in left field is batting sixth. Batting seventh is the shortstop, Colby Kennedy. The DH is Caden Reeves in the number 8 hole, and rounding out the batting order is center fielder Gabriel LeBron. They will face Peyton Casey, right-hander, on the mound for Florida Palms University. I believe this is their first season of baseball. And so far, 5 wins, 17 losses, 2 of those losses to Trinity Baptist on February 25th. Peyton Casey, 2 wins, 3 losses, an 8.81 ERA. This is his 9th game and 7th start. He does have 1 complete game, 32 total innings, 49 hits allowed, 31 runs. He's allowed 3 homers. He has walked 17 and struck out 27. And the defense behind Casey. At third base, Alessandra Villegas. Victor Perez is at short. Eli Palmer is playing second. Michael Martinez at first. Trenton May is in left. Estevan Ruiz in center. Daniel Cancio is in right. And Casey's battery mate is Jordan Dadillo. Eagles are coming off that doubleheader to Montreat College yesterday, so they were going to play 4 games in 2 days here at the Bold City Classic. Peyton Casey, a freshman from Estero High School in Estero, Florida, enjoying his first season of college baseball. I believe Florida Palms, if I'm correct, is associated and affiliated with Atlantis University, both schools from the Miami area. We're going to face Atlantis later on this season. Here's Sammy Coffrin at the plate, leading things off for Trinity Baptist, and the first pitch is a little bit low for ball 1. So Coffrin ahead in the count. Peyton Casey, the righty, with the pitch and a high pop foul out of play. Coffrin is hitting .321, no homers, 7 runs driven in. The foul ball makes it 1 ball, 1 strike on the Eagles' leadoff man. And Casey winds and delivers. There's a line drive. That's a foul ball. No, it was caught. I never saw the ball go into the glove. Alessandra Villegas made a terrific leaping catch. The window up here in the press box, a little bit of an obstructed view, and I tell you, I didn't see him make the catch, but what a play. Coffrin robbed of extra bases on the line drive. So 1 out for Ryan Ongst, who had 5 hits in that doubleheader yesterday, 4 of those as the DH in Game 2. He was 4 for 4, drove in a couple of runs in that ball game. Peyton Casey delivers and misses outside. What a great play by Alessandra Villegas, the Owls' third baseman. A ball, no strikes. And Ongst takes one upstairs. Ryan came up to the box before the game, and I asked him if he still had any hits left in that bat. He says he does, and he plans to break them out today. It's going to be 10 days before the Eagles play again. That one is a little high. That's ball 3. And the next games for Trinity Baptist are against Florida Palms University. A 3 p.m. start time. Twin bill, March 25th. That one is on the corner. Actually, March 24th, Friday afternoon. The 25th is against Voorhees College. All those games right here at Trinity Ballyard. The 3-1 to Ongst. And a high pop-up out of play, and that fills up the count. Eagles are in a stretch of 16 consecutive home games. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Casey winds and delivers and misses outside. That's ball 4. Well, it's not a hit, but it is a walk, and Ongst is on base. Again, a great day at the plate yesterday. Josh Wharton also had a pretty good day. He was 3 for 4 in Game 2, and as usual, when Ongst is the catcher, he will come out for the courtesy runner Dylan Owens. And Owens, very good speed at first base. Josh Wharton at the plate, 1 out. That 1 out thanks to a great leaping catch by Villegas, the third baseman. Wharton has all the room he wants on the right side of the infield. If he can get it down the line past first baseman Martinez, he could run a long time. And a balk is called. That's going to send Dylan Owens to second base. So the Eagles have a runner in scoring position now. Wharton a chance to drive in the run. And the first pitch, good off-speed breaking ball for a strike. Wharton's at 298, 6 runs driven in. Dylan Owens does a lot of running. He has scored 4 times, mainly in that courtesy running role. No balls and a strike. And Wharton grounds one towards third, but it's foul. So it's 0-2. So a line drive caught, a walk, and a balk. And now Wharton trying to cash it in. Will Van Sickle waits on deck. No balls, 2 strikes. There's a looper towards center field. That ball is on the ground. Now Owens had to wait, make sure the ball wasn't caught. The ball was bobbled, but Owens stopped at third. It's a base hit for Wharton. Eagles have runners at the corners with 1 out. Owens had to make sure that ball was going to drop, so he couldn't go any further. Ball bobbled in center by Ruiz, but didn't get away from him, and Owens did the wise thing, stopping at third. Will Van Sickle will now try to lift one toward the outfield, avoid that double play ground ball. Let's see if Wharton takes off at first base. Eagles don't do a whole lot of running. And the first pitch is in there for a strike. Josh Wharton is 3 for 4, and the Eagles as a team are 17 for 27. No balls and a strike, not the pitch Van Sickle wanted. The senior with a lot of experience knows what he's looking for to get that run home from third. Takes a fastball outside. Van Sickle hitting 164. He's drawn 6 walks. He's also struck out 18 times. The 1-1. Wharton not going at first. And the pitch is low and inside for ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. Now Van Sickle ahead in the count. Let's see if Wharton gets an early start at first. Owens leads off third. Modest lead for both of them. Not going, the 2-1. And another breaking ball. This one got the outside corner. Van Sickle looking for one he can drive into the outfield, but now with 2 strikes he needs to protect. Make sure he at least puts the ball in play. Alvarez on deck barring a double play. Two balls, 2 strikes. And a pitch. Ball 3 is outside. Now with a full count, let's keep an eye on Josh Wharton. Van Sickle has driven in 7 runs. Looking for number 8. 3 balls, 2 strikes. There is a base open. And the payoff pitch. High fly ball left field. Owens tagging at third, but it's not that deep. He is going to try to score, and the throw beats him by plenty. Tried to avoid the tag, but he is out. That'll be a fly ball to left and a 7-2 putout and a terrific cannon of a throw from Trenton May, getting Dylan Owens trying to score. Eagles get a walk, a balk, and a single, but do not score, and after 1, we're scoreless. Both teams had 2 men on, but with 2 outs and did not score. Or check that 1 out for the Eagles. They hit into a F7-2 double play. And Michael Martinez will start things off for Florida Palms in the second. He's hitting .282 with 8 runs driven in. And a high drive towards right. Alvarez giving chase. Won't get there in time. And a 1-pitch single for Michael Martinez. That's hit number 2 for the Owls. Brings up Daniel Cancio, followed by Jordan Dadillo and Alessandra Villegas, should the inning go to the number 9 hitter. Cancio in limited opportunities, 1 for 6, but he's getting a start in right, and the pitch misses outside. Head coach Mr. Anthony Ronco is assisted by Tim Daly and Akleso Agama. Hopefully pronounced that correctly. The throw over to first. And a runner's back in plenty of time. 1 ball, no strikes. Goki gets a great look at the runner, who's not fazed by the lefty on the mound, and this one is just below the knees for ball 2. Martinez hit the first pitch for a base hit, .282. Before that base hit, that'll go up a little bit, and ball 3 is inside. Cancio just 6 official at-bats, 1 hit, 1 pitch away from drawing a walk. The 3-1 is low for ball 4, so the first 2 men are aboard in the top of the second. And for Cancio, that's his 2nd walk of the season. 2 on, nobody out. Jordan Dadillo at the plate. He's at .261. 6 RBIs, or check that, 2 RBIs. Can't read my own writing. Coffin and Kennedy, the middle infielders, looking to turn 2. Van Sickle in on the grass. Wharton even with the bag at third. First pitch, breaking ball for a strike. Goki slowing it down with the runners on base, working quickly with the bases empty. Checks the runner at second 1 time, bunt shown and fouled off. Van Sickle charging in case he has a play at third. Coffin, the second baseman, doing his job covering first. Wharton now playing back behind the bag. No balls, 2 strikes, and this one's in the dirt. Well, 2 strikes, both corner infielders back up. Van Sickle still in front of the runner. One ball, 2 strikes. Goki with the fastball, missing upstairs. Wanted the call, but didn't get it. So a count of 2-2. And a good fastball fouled off. Martinez singled on the first pitch. Cancio drew a walk. Dadillo battling Goki. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fastball popped up and out of play. Come on, Jordan, those balls aren't free. Baseballs, like everything else, have gone well up in price. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Goki takes a long look in. Checks the runner and delivers a breaking ball in the dirt. Bounces past Onks and everybody will advance. Big turn around third by Martinez. A wild pitch. Also fills up the count. 2 men now in scoring position with nobody out. Right now, Coffin and Kennedy will play back, trade the run for the out. Wharton in on the grass at third as Van Sickle is at first. Line drive left field. Lafferty on his knees makes the catch. A runner will tag and he will score. And Florida Palms up to a 1-0 lead. That ball knuckled on Parker Lafferty and he lost his footing but stayed with it and made the catch. So 1 out. Credit to Dio with an RBI. 1-0 Florida Palms. Alessandra Villegas, a third baseman, at the plate. Cancio dancing off second. And a pitch is in there for a strike. Goki working quickly and getting strike two on a nice breaking ball. No balls, 2 strikes. Alessandra Villegas, an even 200 with 4 RBIs on the season. And swing and a miss, a 3-pitch strikeout. That's what Goki needed. There are 2 outs. That's his second strikeout. Now trying to leave that runner stranded at second. He'll face left fielder and leadoff man Trenton May, who popped up to the shortstop his first time up. Eagles will have 5, 6, and 7 due up. Alvarez, Lafferty, and Kennedy. And a breaking ball in there for strike 2. Play back. Try to get that third out. Last ball. Last ball. They're going to check. That one was very close. Left. Alvarez steps up, leading things off for Trinity Baptist, trailing 1-0 in the bottom of the second. And he lines one into center field. That's a base hit. Alvarez, good start to the inning for TBC. And it brings up Parker Lafferty. Alvarez came in hitting .250 with 10 RBIs and 1 homer. He just cracked a base hit. And now Parker Lafferty at the plate. He also had 3 hits in Game 2 of yesterday's doubleheader, and I believe 4 overall in that twin bill. Alvarez off first. Lafferty puts this one out of play. He came about a foot away from a grand slam. Got a 3-run double high off the left center field fence. Another half degree of launch angle, and that's a granny. And a pitch. And that one is taken inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Alvarez, pretty good lead off first. 2 for 2 in stolen base attempts. Casey from the stretch delivers and misses outside. Two balls and a strike. Lafferty trying to at least advance the runner. And Casey delivers a curveball. That's in there for strike 2. Lafferty looking fastball, knowing he has another opportunity. Now with 2 strikes, he'll have to protect the plate. A lot of room on the right side, especially on the ground. Alvarez, a good lead off first. He's going. High fly ball, chased one out of the zone. Alvarez had the base stolen. This one's going to continue. Get down on the ground, up against the fence. Alvarez around third, but he'll put on the brakes. He had to wait and make sure the ball wasn't caught, but that is a double. Lafferty got it up in the wind, and that ball carried a lot further than it looked like it would off the bat. So with that win, Lafferty was making a bid for a home run. Ball bounced just shy of the fence. Great effort by Daniel Cancio, but he just had to battle the wind, and the ball kept carrying away from him. Good job to get it in and keep Alvarez from scoring. And now Colby Kennedy is at the plate. Kennedy at 114. And he taps this one foul. Kennedy has driven in 3 runs. He's also walked twice. Also does some pitching for the TBC Eagles. Infield is in at all 4 positions with the potential tying run at third, and we're only in the 2nd inning. And Kennedy takes this one for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes. Contact not guaranteed to, but likely to get a run home. And the 0-2. There's a high chopper. Alvarez held up at third. Would have scored, but he didn't realize that ball was going to be bobbled, and that's going to be an error on the third baseman. Alvarez did not get a very good jump, so he has to hold. Brings up Caden Reeves, a designated hitter. Bases loaded, nobody out. Here's where TBC needs to cash in. Golden opportunity to at least tie the score. Caden Reeves at the plate. He had a pinch hit single in game 1 yesterday. And he has a chance to at least tie the score. Reeves at 286. He has driven in 2. Swings and chases one in the dirt. That's strike 2. A little bit too eager for Reeves. No balls, 2 strikes. Reeves, a sophomore from Longwood, Florida. Swing and a miss. Pulled his head on that one. A huge strikeout for Casey. His first of the game. Tell you, if the Eagles don't score here, Casey and the Owls are going to have all kinds of momentum. Gabriel LeBron at the plate. Casey will wind up with the bases loaded, and his pitch taken for a strike. No balls, 1 strike. There's a drive into center field. That's a base hit. Alvarez will score. Here comes Lafferty. The throw to the plate is in time. Lafferty cut down by the center fielder on a great throw from Ruiz. That's a 2nd out of the inning. Alvarez does score the tying run. Kennedy stops at second. LeBron an RBI single, but a terrific throw by Estevan Ruiz, and the Eagles have already had 2 men thrown out at the plate by outfielders. So 2 outs for Sammy Coffrin. And Casey from the stretch, and the first pitch fouled right off of Sammy's leg. Looked like TBC was going to take the lead, but Ruiz fired a bullet to the plate. Dio made the tag, and that was in plenty of time. No balls and a strike to Coffrin. And that misses low and inside. So Casey now trying to get out with just the 1 run scoring, just like Goki did in the top half. Florida Palms had second and third with nobody out. TBC had bases loaded with nobody out. A ball and a strike. Casey checks the runner at second. Nobody holding him on. And Coffin takes a fastball right down the middle. A ball and 2 strikes. Had Casey on the ropes, and he has a chance to get out of this with limited damage. Here's a 1-2. Ball 2 is upstairs. Red Hot Ryan Ongst on deck, hoping to get a chance with some runners on base. Coffin lined to third on a leaping catch, his first time up. Here's a 2-2, and this one is low and inside. Good eye by Coffin. That was a close pitch. 3-2, 2 outs. Both runners will be going. Casey checks the runner, now turns, and no throw. Hello to Christabel Ray joining us here on the live feed. Casey's already balked one time. That was a good turn. Don't have to throw to second. 3-2, there go the runners. Line drive into right field. That's a base hit. Here's another play at the plate. And now the Eagles have 2 men at third base. LeBron trying to get back to second. The throw to third. Kennedy trying to get back to third. And he will slip, and the tag will be applied. And with the runners going, Daniel Cancio was able to keep Kennedy from scoring. Eagles come away with just the 1 run after loading the bases and nobody out, thanks to great defense in the outfield. After 2, we're tied at 1. All 3 outfielders for Florida Palms have an outfield assist. That last one officially not counted as an out at the plate, but served the same effect. Left fielder Trenton May did it first. Center fielder Estevan Ruiz followed, and Daniel Cancio ended the inning with the throw toward the plate, keeping Colby Kennedy from scoring the go-ahead run. So we're tied at 1. Estevan Ruiz will step up. 1 for 1. He doubled with 2 outs in the first. And he takes the first pitch, low for ball 1. So the outfield arms of the Owls doing a terrific job in the early part of this ball game. Goki delivers, and this one is fouled off. LeBron did not notice that Kennedy had stopped at third, and that's what led to the rundown. Here's the 1-1, and this one is in the dirt. Two balls and a strike. And a swinging foul. Ruiz reached down for that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Goki 2 innings pitched so far, 1 earned run. Just 2 hits. He has walked 2 and struck out 2. And this one again fouled off. Eagles 1 run on 4 hits. They've drawn 1 walk and struck out once. Goki from the windup, the 2-2. High pop foul, out of play. Many of the clouds that were overhead when we started have dissipated, so mostly bright blue skies up above. Very pleasant temperatures, hovering around 60. Here's a 2-2 from Goki. Swing and a miss. That is strike 3 and out number 1 of the 3rd. 1-1 tie, strikeout number 3 for Goki. Nicholas De La Vega, the DH, he walked his first time up. Left stranded at first base. Eagles had a big opportunity in the bottom of the 2nd, got just the 1 run. There's a little squibber towards 3rd. Wharton fields a high throw. Van Sickle, who's well over 6 feet tall, was able to reach up and keep that right foot on the bag, and it's out number 2. That ball sailed on him just a bit. Will Van Sickle, though, able to make the play. He's about 6'3" and a good arm reach. And Victor Perez was a strikeout victim ending the 1st inning. And there's a line drive into left. That's going to get down on the ground. Lafferty made the dive. Here's a runner on his way to 2nd. LeBron's throw is not in time. A 2-out double for Victor Perez. And the Owls have a man in scoring position with 2 outs. Just like in the 1st inning, after the first 2 were out quickly, a double follows. And Michael Martinez will try to give his team back the lead. He has driven in 8. He scored the run in the 2nd inning after leading off with a base hit. And he takes a breaking ball for a strike. Hit number 3 for the Owls off Goki. And that one is a breaking ball, low and outside. The ball and a strike. Goki from the stretch, a fastball down in the dirt. Martinez trying to golf that one out of here. It is a nice day to go to the golf course. All I do, though, is top golf, and I just try to see how far I can hit the ball. I don't really try to get the points in the games that they play. I just like to smack it. Actually getting halfway decent at it. Here's a 1-2, and a fastball's low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Goki checks that runner at 2nd, and a pitch. Breaking ball lifted high towards left. Lafferty camping underneath, and that's the 3rd out, and the side is retired. 2-out double, nothing else. Quick ball game so far. We go to the bottom of the 3rd in a 1-1 tie. Eagles come to bat in the bottom of the third, tied at 1-1. 2, 3, and 4 are due up. Ryan Onkst, Josh Wharton, and Will Van Sickle facing Peyton Casey, who got himself in a major jam 1 inning ago but got out of it with just 1 run. So 2 innings, 1 earned run, 4 hits, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. Ryan Onkst at the plate. See if TBC can start another rally. Onkst takes the first pitch low for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Casey a long look, now the windup and a pitch, and he gets one in the zone. Count even at 1-1. First of 2 on this beautiful Wednesday afternoon here on the west side of Jacksonville. A ball and a strike. And Onkst chased one in the right-handed batter's box and down in the dirt. A ball and 2 strikes. And that one is downstairs. That's ball 2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Casey winds and delivers. There's a hard ground ball into right field and a base hit. Onkst stays hot. Again, 5 hits in yesterday's doubleheader. His first today, but second time he's been on base. Dylan Owens will run for Onkst. And Josh Wharton at the plate. He's 1 for 1. Owens has pretty good speed, but he's only 1 for 4 attempting to steal bases. Count of 2-2. And Wharton taps that one off his foot. No balls and a strike. I have no idea why I said a count of 2-2. That was the first pitch, so it's strike 1. Wind really picking up now out towards right center. Owens a good lead off first. Casey delivers. There's a high fly, well hit left center field, but the wind's going to knock that one down because it's blowing the other way, and the catch will be made by Ruiz. Wharton hit the ball well, but that's out number 1. Wharton hits that one towards right. That might be extra bases and a run scored. Van Sickle hit that fly ball to shallow left that turned into a double play. That ended the first inning. That was a first of 3 throwouts by the outfield. Trenton May did the honors. Van Sickle takes the first pitch low. One ball, no strikes. And the pitch to Van Sickle is up and in, and that's ball 2. Van Sickle has some pop. If he could get one up into that wind and right, he can hit it a long way. Had a few homers for TBC last year. 2 balls, no strikes. Casey delivers and misses inside for ball 3. Van Sickle and Laffrey are the next 2 scheduled hitters. If the inning continues, Kennedy, Reeves, and LeBron would follow. 1 out. Owens at first, running for Onkst, who singled to start the inning. Van Sickle probably taking all the way on this one. And he takes strike 1 right down the middle. If Will gets another pitch like that, he's going to let it fly. 3 balls and a strike. Owens on the move. Van Sickle pops this one up. Owens will have to head on back to first, and Ruiz will make the catch in shallow center. That's out number 2, and it's up to E.J. Alvarez, who is 1 for 1. He started the second with a base hit and scored the run. Casey has made some good pitches when needed. Alvarez trying to keep the inning alive for a hot Parker Lafferty. He's had some extra base hits, counting yesterday and so far today. And the inning will stay alive because Alvarez is hit by the pitch and he's hustling to first. So Owens advances to second, Alvarez at first, and let's see if Lafferty can stay hot. He doubled to deep right center his first time up. Casey talking with the base umpire. Not sure what the conference was about. They were both looking at the baseball. Casey, a freshman from Estero, Florida, has 2 on and 1 out, and a pitch upstairs to Lafferty. Check that, 2 on, 2 out. One ball, no strikes. Base hit to the outfield you'd think would score the run, but the way these guys have thrown the ball, that's not automatic. And Lafferty takes a strike at the knees. Each outfielder already has an assist. A ball and a strike. Nobody holding the runners on. And the 1-1 to Lafferty. High pop foul out of play. Pulled his head on that swing. And now he's down 1-2. 7, 8, and 9 are due up for Florida Palms in the 4th. Cancio, Dadillo, and Villegas. First, Casey has to get Lafferty. He's 1 strike away. Here comes the 1-2 after the check of the runner and the pitch. Line drive into center field. That is a base hit. Owens rounds third. He will score. Here's Alvarez on his way to third. He is in there. And Lafferty pulls up into second after the RBI single. And Dylan Owens scores a go-ahead run. Both runners advance on the throw. Alvarez to third. Lafferty to second. Eagles lead 2-1. And Colby Kennedy has a chance to tack on some more. Hit number 7 for TBC. Casey will wind up with runners at second and third. First base is open, and Kennedy pulled his head with a big swing. Keep that head down on the ball, guys. No balls and a strike. Casey delivers a fastball taken right down the middle for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Kennedy down in the count. And that one just missed the outside corner. In fact, the catcher, Dadillo, asking where that pitch was. That was very close. I couldn't have argued if he had called that. Casey winds and delivers and misses high for ball 2. If Kennedy can keep it alive, Caden Reeves would bat next. Alvarez at third, Lafferty at second. 2-1 Eagles, batting in the third, and a swing and a miss, and not a good at-bat for Kennedy. Chase that one in the dirt. Eagles get a run, but leave 2 in scoring position. At the end of 3, it's Trinity 2, Florida Palms 1. TBC has scored 2 consecutive runs to take a 2-1 lead as we go to the top of the 4th. 7, 8, and 9 due up for the Owls. Cancio, Daddio, and Villegas. Facing Darren Goki, 3 innings so far, just the 1 earned run, 3 hits, 2 walks, and 3 punch-outs. Daniel Cancio drew one of those 2 walks, his first time up. And Goki winds and delivers, and a swing and a miss. That walk put runners at first and second. They eventually got to second and third with nobody out, and Goki allowed just the 1 run. And pitch number 2 misses down low. Ball and a strike. Casey then loaded the bases with nobody out, but gave up just 1 run in the second. And that one is fouled off to make the count 1-2. Eagles tacked on a run in the third. Onks led off with a base hit. Dylan Owens ran for him and ended up scoring on the hit from Lafferty. A ball and 2 strikes, and the pitch swung on and missed. Chased one way out of the zone. Onks will make the throw. And that's out number 1. That'll go as a strikeout and a 2-3 on the putout. And strikeout number 4 for Darren Goki. Brings up Jordan Daddio. Drove in the run in the second with a sacrifice fly in the left. That's the ball that knuckled on Lafferty, who stayed with it, made the catch from his knees. And Goki's first pitch, fastball for a strike. No balls and a strike, 1 out, bases empty. We're in the top of the 4th. And Goki winds and delivers. And misses. Gotta say it at least once. Just a bit outside. And for those just joining us, didn't hear it, our online scoreboard not functioning today. But we'll tell you what the score is in the inning quite often as a breaking ball misses outside. That's ball 2. Goki ready with the 2-1. And a swing and a foul back. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Daddio, no official at-bat with that sacrifice fly that drove in a run in the second. His 3rd RBI of the season. And the 2-2 on the way and misses outside. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And Goki delivers and misses down in the dirt for ball 4. That's his 3rd walk allowed. So Daddio still no official at-bat after coming to the plate twice. And it brings up 3rd baseman Alessandro Villegas. He went down on strikes his first time up. Came in hitting 200 on the season. One out, runner at first. Top of the 4th. 2-1 TBC. And Goki delivers a fastball right down Broadway. Owls have stolen 28 bases on the season. They've been caught 12 times. Here's the 0-1 in the dirt. Got away from Onks, but in front of the catcher who has a good arm, and he's able to keep the runner at first. Daddio is 1 for 3 in stolen base attempts, in case you're wondering. A ball and a strike. Modest lead off first. Goki delivers, misses downstairs. When Goki's missed, usually it's been down low. 2 balls and a strike. And another one in the dirt. This time Onks will have to fire to second, not in time, and that is a wild pitch. It was a good throw. Very close play at second, but Daddio got in just ahead of the tag. So he's in scoring position with 1 out and a count of 3-1 on Villegas. Goki delivers and gets strike 2 at the knees. Villegas started to trot toward first. Nods his head in agreement. Maybe just trying to buy that one. So a 3-2 on the way. Fastball called, ball 4. Must have been a little bit outside. That's 2 consecutive walks. Of course, from up here, it's hard to tell on the corner. Leadoff hitter Trenton May has popped up and walked. 2 on, 1 out. And the pitch. And a strike called at the knees. May did not like that call. Typically walks come back to hurt the pitcher. Goki will have to work his way out of this. May drops down a bunt, and he has a chance to beat it. And the throw is not in time, and May caught everybody off guard. The bases are loaded on the bunt single. So Eli Palmer has a chance to drive in a pair. Corner infielders in tight. Middle infielders back to turn 2. First pitch, fastball for a strike. Bases loaded, 1 out. Goki will wind up. The 0-1. High fly ball. Shallow right. Alvarez, not too deep. Tag and a throw to the plate is in time, and the Eagles have returned the favor. That'll be an F9-2 double play. E.J. Alvarez fired it all the way in the air, cutting the run down, and Goki is out of a very tough situation. 2 men left, and we go to the bottom of the 4th with the Eagles leading 2-1. E.J. Alvarez returns the favor. The Florida Palms outfielders, all 3 of them, already have an assist. 2 of them at the plate. 1 of them a rundown to get the out going back to third. But Alvarez fired a cannon, and Onks put the tag on with ease. That ended a huge threat that Florida Palms had in the top half of the 4th. So 2-1 Trinity Baptist. Hitters 8, 9, and 1 due up. Reeves, LeBron, and Coffrin. So we've seen some really good defense by both teams. Caden Reeves at the plate. Went down on strikes. I believe that was a 3-pitch strikeout his first time up. Peyton Casey ready to start his 4th inning of work, and the pitch is chopped towards first. Casey doing his job, but the first baseman will take it himself, and Martinez picked up a yard full of dirt with the ball, but got the out. Bring that dirt to my house. I have some areas that could use some filling in. Gabriel LeBron is 1 for 1. Had an RBI single in the 2nd. His base hit scored Dylan Owens. On that play was one of those 3 outfield assists. Tried to bunt, but got it right back to the pitcher and nearly beat it out. but the throw is in time. All he has to do is get that to either side of Casey, and that's a base hit, but that one went right back directly at the pitcher. So 2 outs, base is empty. Sammy Coffrin at the plate. Coffrin has lined out and singled. And he takes the first pitch for a strike. No balls and a strike. And he takes one outside. Ball and a strike. There's a chopper towards short. That should be an easy play for Perez, and the Eagles go down in order. That's the first time either pitcher has had a 1-2-3 inning. After 4, Trinity Baptist leads 2-1. Trinity Baptist leads 2-1 after 4. Darren Goki is done. 4 innings, 1 earned run, 4 hits, 4 walks, and 4 strikeouts. And 4s are wild for Goki, but his afternoon is done, at least for Game 1. Mason Frick, freshman from Wakula Christian High School in Crawfordville, he'll take over. No wins, 1 loss. This is his 5th appearance, all in relief, 4 1/3 innings. 11 hits, 12 runs, 11 of those earned. He has walked 2 and struck out 6. He got an inning in relief yesterday, allowed a hit, but nothing else against Montreat College, a very hard-hitting team. So Frick coming off a very good outing yesterday. He will face 3, 4, and 5, Ruiz, De La Vega, and Perez. Florida Palms got a run in the second. TBC came back to tie it in the bottom half of the second. Took a 2-1 lead in the third, and that's where we stand as we start the 5th. There's been only one 1-2-3 half inning. Trinity Baptist has hit into that in the bottom of the 4th. Estevan Ruiz, he has doubled and struck out, 1 for 2. And the first pitch from Frick, a fastball high and tight for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. The Owls bullpen starting to get ramped up, and Frick delivers an off-speed pitch on the inside corner. Well, the fence blocks the view of who is throwing down there, but we can see a pitcher and a catcher tossing. Nothing too serious just yet. 1 ball, no strikes. Ruiz started to flinch, but took that one low and outside. First of 2 will stop this feed at the end of the first game and start up a new one just about when Game 2 is ready to begin. There's a line drive into left. That's a hit. It gets by Lafferty. Ruiz will have extra bases. He'll pull up into second with a leadoff double. That ball hit the ground and just took off. Lafferty did everything he could, but it was out of his reach. And the first hit. Now, did Ruiz come out, or he just gave the batting guard to the coach, so he's back there at second base? So a rude greeting for the freshman. Runner at second, nobody out. Nick De La Vega at the plate, swings and misses at the first pitch. De La Vega has walked and grounded to third. Came in 3 for 10 on the season with 3 runs driven in. Frick checks the runner at second, not being held on. A knuckleball that hits the dirt, and it's 1-1. Eagles will have 2, 3, and 4 due up in the bottom half of the fifth. Ongst, Wharton, and Van Sickle. A ball and a strike. Frick delivers, and this one is fouled out of play. Still just some soft tossing going on in the bullpen area for the Owls. One ball, 2 strikes. Frick from the stretch. Foul tip and out of play. Onks came up as if he was ready to fire towards third. One of the 2 men throwing is Brandon Les Lopez. Can't see who the other Owl is. A ball and 2 strikes. Frick, slide step, and another swing and a foul back. So ball and 2 strikes. Ruiz at second, a leadoff double. Kennedy trying to keep him close to the bag. Frick checks the runner, now delivers a 1-2 and a high drive. Center field, LeBron will call for it. He'll make the catch. Ruiz took a few steps but got back, and LeBron made a good throw, hitting the cutoff man exactly like he should. Nothing but an F8 in the book. 1 out. Victor Perez, a shortstop, has struck out and doubled. So after the leadoff double, Frick gets the out. Runner still at second, 1 away. Coffrin holding the runner close with the right-hander at the plate, and the first pitch is high and outside. Owls brought just 18 players today. They have about 40 on the roster, but only 18 made the trip. There's a fly ball to left, right at Lafferty, who took 1 step back and makes the catch. Ball hit pretty well by Perez. Lafferty barely moved. So 2 outs. Michael Martinez at the plate. He has singled and scored and flied to left. Well, usually a base hit to the outfield, especially with 2 outs, scores a run, but we've already had 4 men thrown out trying to score. All from the outfield also. And a first pitch strike on the outer half of the plate. No balls and a strike. Frick looks very comfortable after giving up the leadoff double. And the pitch. High fly, right field. Alvarez going back. It's up with the wind. LeBron comes over and makes the catch right in front of the flag. And that ends the inning. That ball kept on going off Martinez's bat. Gabriel LeBron made a terrific running catch to retire the side. A leadoff double, then 3 consecutive outs. 1 man left. Go to the bottom of the 5th with the Eagles leading 2-1. Saw EJ Eagles coming to bat, leading 2-1 in the bottom of the fifth. Ryan Ongst, Josh Wharton, and Will Van Sickle are the hitters. Facing Peyton Casey, who's done a nice job. He's gotten into and out of trouble in 3 of the 4 innings so far. 2 runs, both earned, 7 hits, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. He's also hit a man. Ryan Ongst is 1 for 1 plus a walk. He singled to start the third, and his courtesy runner Dylan Owens scored a run. This time a ground ball right at the first baseman. Casey does his job but drops the ball, picks it back up, and Ongst is going to be safe. That's going to be an error on the pitcher, and Ryan Ongst is aboard. And even when he doesn't hit the ball well of late, he's found himself on base, and Dylan Owens will take over once again. Casey dropped the ball but still had time to pick it up, but as he tried to barehand it, dropped it a second time. And let's see if the Eagles can take advantage, getting that leadoff hitter aboard with a freebie. It's going to be an error on the pitcher, and Josh Wharton at the plate. Takes the first pitch for ball 1. Wharton has singled and lined out hard to center. So he's hit the ball pretty well both times. 1 ball, no strikes. Casey delivers. Wharton tried to bunt and chased one way out of the zone. So the count's 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. And the pitch. And he takes that one for strike 2. A ball and 2 strikes. Owens leading off first. There's a ball driven to center, but that is right at Ruiz. Hardly had to move, and he makes the catch with ease. So 1 away. Will Van Sickle has flied out twice, once into a double play. Owens running for Ongst, who reached on an error. And a high pop-up. That's over near the dugout, and a catch made by the third baseman, Alessandra Villegas. It's out number 2. E.J. Alvarez at the plate. Singled and scored in the second, hit by a pitch, left at third in the third inning. Casey from the stretch. After the leadoff error, his own error, he's gotten 2 outs quickly. And the first pitch is on the outer half for a strike. No balls and a strike. Alvarez swings right through that one. He's down in the count, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. There's a looper into right field, the base hit. Owens will stop at second. Eagles have 2 on with 2 out. Second hit of the game for E.J. Alvarez. Parker Lafferty has been smoking hot. He is 2 for 2, a double, a single, and a run batted in. Chance to pick up a big insurance run for TBC. Casey from the stretch. 1 check of the runner at second and a pitch. And this one taken for a strike. And the Owls short-handed today. Eagles now starting to make Casey work a little bit, taking some pitches. 2 outs, 2 on, and a pitch to Lafferty. Check swing. No swing, says the base umpire. Pitch was called outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. And Casey working from the stretch. And the 1-1 to Lafferty. Misses downstairs. That's ball 2. Two balls and a strike. And a high pop-up. That one's out of play to even the count at 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Casey wants to get this one in the zone, not go 3-2, and give both runners a head start on the next pitch. Here's the 2-2, and he does fill up the count. Great take by Lafferty. That ball had a lot of bite to it. It's 3-2. Owens and Alvarez will be off. Second baseman Eli Palmer trying to keep Owens a little closer to the bag. There go the runners. And that one misses for ball 4. That's only the second walk allowed by Casey, but it puts Owens at third, Alvarez at second, Lafferty at first, and Colby Kennedy a chance to drive in a couple of runs. Eagles definitely want to take advantage of this scoring opportunity. There are 2 outs. First pitch to Kennedy is a strike. Kennedy has driven in 3 this season. Casey will wind up with the bases loaded. There are 2 out. And ball 1. If Kennedy reaches, Reeves would bat next. A ball and a strike, 2 outs. And the pitch. That one is low. Nowhere to put the base runners, nowhere to put the batter. Two balls and a strike. Casey will wind and deliver. And Kennedy helped him out, chasing one upstairs. It's 2-2. Casey now 1 pitch away from getting out of the inning without a run scoring. Here's the pitch. It is upstairs. That's ball 3. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Everybody will take off. And with Casey winding up, they'll get even a few more steps. There they go. And a ball's fouled off. Of course, Dylan Owens has to be very careful running into a swinging bat. He also has to make sure Alvarez doesn't catch up to him. Three balls, 2 strikes. Long look in by Casey, and the windup. There go the runners. There's a chopper towards third, and right at the bag. And able to make the play is Villegas, 1 step ahead of Alvarez, who was motoring. It's a tough break for the Eagles. They load the bases, but get nothing. And after 5, Trinity Baptist leads 2-1. Peyton Casey has been a magician a few times today, getting into trouble, but allowing just a couple of runs to score. TBC has had opportunity after opportunity, offensively, but defensive help has gotten Casey out of a few jams. And now, as we start the top of the sixth, Florida Palms trails 2-1, sending Cancio, Daddio, and Villegas to the plate, facing Mason Frick, who allowed one hit to start the fifth, but nothing else. And his first pitch is upstairs. Cancio walked in the second, struck out in the fourth. One ball, no strikes, and 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike. And Frick winds and delivers, and a high fly ball to right. Alvarez, few steps, and the wind carried it away from him, but he stayed with it and made the catch. So 1 out, bases empty for Jordan Daddio. Sac fly and a walk, an RBI, but no official at bat. Came in hitting .261. Frick looking very good out there on the mound. Freshman from Crawfordville. And a pitch. And a good fastball for a strike. No balls and a strike. Game pace has slowed down just a little bit. That's all right. There's a tapper in front of the plate. Ongst pounces on it, makes a good solid throw right in time. Van Sickle covering. 2-3 on the putout. There are 2 away. Alessandro Villegas at the plate. 2 outs, bases empty. He has struck out and walked. And Frick winds and delivers and gets the outside corner. Villegas disagrees, but that's strike 1. So no balls and a strike. And that one bounces for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. And Frick delivers. There's a line drive in a right field, right in front of Alvarez. That ball just took a nosedive for a base hit. Nothing EJ could have done with that. 2 out single brings up Trenton May, the leadoff hitter. TBC will have Reeves, LeBron, and Coffrin due up in the bottom of the 6th, barring any changes. Darren Goki started and went 4 innings with just the 1 run allowed. Runner at first, 2 outs, and a swing and a miss from May. Might have chased one up above the zone. So no balls and a strike. And Frick delivers and misses high. Villegas has not attempted a steal this season. That one is just a little low. 2 balls and a strike. And Frick delivers, and this one is swung on and fouled off. And Frick wants it to happen here on the 2-2. High fly into center field. LeBron calls for it, makes the catch, and Mason Frick, 2 hits but 2 scoreless innings. Eagles come to bat in the bottom of the 6th, leading 2-1. Peyton Casey still out there on the mound. He's thrown a lot of pitches, but he has gotten out of jams when needed. He's gotten some really good defensive help, and he will face Reeves, LeBron, and Coffrin in the bottom of the sixth. Caden Reeves has struck out and grounded out. 2-1 Eagles. Casey ready with his first pitch, and that one is low and outside. This young right-hander, 2-3 on the season, 32 total innings entering play today. And he misses outside. That's ball 2. And the Owls playing shorthanded, brought only 18 out of the 40 listed on their roster. Reeves swings, pulls his head, and misses that one. And he knows that's a pitch he should have hit hard. 2 balls and a strike. Casey delivers. That one off the handle into center field. Ruiz comes in and makes the catch. So 1 out for Gabriel LeBron. Singled in a run in the second. Was out trying to bunt his way aboard in the fourth. And knowing that LeBron bunted his last time up, Villegas playing even with the bag, maybe a step or two in front. Now steps in a little bit more as the pitch is on the way and misses up and in. That bunt, if LeBron had gotten it to either side of the pitcher, probably would have beaten it out. But it went right back to Casey, who made a good play. 1 ball, no strikes. And LeBron pulled his head on that swing. Eagles trying to hit the ball far. Pulling off a few pitches so far this inning. No balls and a strike. Or check that 1-1, and a breaking ball's in there for strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Gabriel LeBron trying to get on base with 1 out, and a chopper towards third. Has a chance to beat it. The throw is good, on target and in time. A long throw by Villegas, but a perfect strike, and that's 2 away. Sammy Coffrin at the plate. There's been only 1 perfect half inning. Casey got that in the fourth when he got the Eagles in order, 8-9-1, and a chance to do it again. Sammy Coffrin has lined to third, singled to center, and grounded to short. Takes the first pitch for a strike. Wind has shifted just a little bit more towards center. Still blowing at around 10 to 12 miles per hour. No balls and a strike. Casey delivers and misses low for ball 1. Looking ahead to the 7th, 2, 3, and 4 for the Owls. Palmer, Ruiz, De La Vega, barring any changes. Count of 1-1. There's a line drive into center, a base hit. Coffrin is aboard with 2 outs. That's his second hit of the game. He's hit the ball hard all 4 times up. Hit number 9 for the Eagles. Ryan Ongst at the plate. With 2 outs, Coffrin will be going on contact. A ball in the gap could score in a big insurance run. We'll see if Mason Frick comes out for the 7th. He's pitched really good baseball in 2 innings. Throw over to first. Coffrin back just ahead of the tag. Good move by Casey. First pitch, Ongst tries to bunt his way on. Wouldn't be a sacrifice because there are 2 out. He recognized Villegas, a third baseman, a good 15 to 20 feet off the line and way back deep, trying to get the bunt single. No balls and a strike. This time swinging and lining one into left field, and Ongst stays hot. Coffrin will stop at second. Very likely see Owens come out of the dugout. Eagles have 2 on, but 2 out. Ryan Ongst is now 2 for 4. He's been on base all 4 times, although reaching on an error doesn't count statistically as getting on base. It is Dylan Owens taking over at first once again. Now we're going to have ourselves a conference at the mound. Sammy Coffrin coming off a second base. Brandon Huang will take over as a pinch runner for Coffrin. So Huang, the runner at second, representing a huge insurance run. Dylan Owens at first, Josh Wharton at the plate. He has single, lined hard to center, and flying out to center. Wharton, a good opportunity to drive in the run. Casey working from the stretch. And the first pitch. And that ball dips low. 1 ball, no strikes. Thanks for joining us here on TBC Eagles on YouTube. I'm Ray Bureau bringing you the action. 2-1 TBC, bottom of the 6th, 2 outs, 2 men on. Casey delivers, and Wharton chased one low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Count is 1-1. And Wharton takes strike 2. Casey 1 strike away from ending the inning. He got the first 2 men quickly, then a pair of singles. A ball and 2 strikes, and the pitch. Just off the outside corner. Good eye by Wharton. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And as I said before, Casey wants to get it done here and not go 3-2, give the runners a free pass to start. And Wharton, with 2 strikes, had to swing at anything close and fouled that one off. So the count remains 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Peyton Casey trying to keep the score 2-1 and give his team a chance in the 7th. Palmer, Ruiz, and De La Vega are the scheduled hitters for the Owls. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and a pitch to Wharton. Grounded up the middle, a base hit. Huang will round third. He will score. The Eagles lead 3-1. Josh Wharton takes one right back up the gut. Huang ran for Coffrin and ended up scoring the run. And Will Van Sickle will come to the plate. Time called, and Coach Ronco is going to the bullpen. We'll pause right here, and we'll be back and tell you about the new pitcher in just a moment. The new pitcher for the Owls, number 21, Alex Bandera. No wins, 1 loss, a 6.48 ERA. This will be his 5th appearance. He has started 1. In 8 total innings, he's allowed 10 hits, 6 earned runs. He has walked 9 and struck out 3. And he will inherit 2 runners on base, first and second, with Will Van Sickle at the plate. There are 2 outs. Peyton Casey did a really nice job, especially when he got into trouble, but this time the Eagles were able to push across a big insurance run. Casey 5 2/3 innings, 12 hits. 3 runs all earned. He's responsible for the 2 men on base. He walked 2 and struck out 2, also hit 1. So Will Van Sickle will step into the batter's box with a chance to tack on another one for the Eagles. Palmer, Ruiz, and De La Vega are due up for Florida Palms in the 7th. And Sickle at the plate. He's flied out 3 times. And the first pitch is in the dirt. Good block by Dadillo, keeping the runners at first and second. Bandera, a junior from Estero, Florida. Alex Bandera Jr. is his name. He's a sophomore. And a strike called, and the count even at 1-1. One ball, 1 strike to Van Sickle. Good swing, but he fouled this one off. Florida Palms has won 3 in a row. Beat Daytona State College 7-6 on March 4th, 12-11 over Bryant and Stratton College on March 9th, and then beat Bryant and Stratton again on March 13th, 8-7. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 1 run is in. The pitch to Van Sickle hits him, and the bases are loaded. That's the second hit batsman by Florida Palms pitching. E.J. Alvarez was hit by a pitch in the 3rd, and he comes up with the bases loaded and 2 outs and a chance to tack on some insurance. Florida Palms will be back here on March 24th for a twin bill beginning at 3 p.m. And then they're going to play Voorhees on Saturday. Their schedule says here in Jacksonville. TBC is also playing Voorhees on the 25th. So it looks like we're going to have Florida Palms take on Voorhees in a neutral game here at Trinity Ball-Yard. 1 ball, no strikes, and a pitch. And a late call, but strike 1. One ball, 1 strike. Alvarez looking to drive in a couple. A little looper down the left field line. That's a fair ball. 1 run is in. Here comes Wharton. He will score. Van Sickle sees a wide open third base and takes advantage, and the Eagles get 2 runs and have runners at the corners. A 2-run single for E.J. Alvarez. A looper right down the line. 2-run score. And the Eagles lead 5-1. Van Sickle goes first to third on the play. Villegas had gone back to try to make the catch, and that left third base wide open, and Van Sickle, a very experienced college baseball player, took advantage. And now Lafferty at the plate. Those runs both charged to Casey. Lafferty's been red hot, takes the first pitch up high. So the book is now closed on Peyton Casey. 5 2/3, 5 earned runs. Lafferty has doubled, singled, and walked. Takes this one on the inside corner. The single in the 3rd brought home a run that put the Eagles ahead So if the lead holds up, that would be the game-winning RBI. Alvarez at first. Van Sickle at third to throw to first, and a runner's back. Alvarez has tried to steal twice. He's made it both times. Getting a pretty decent lead off first, not excessive, and the pitch. High drive, well hit, right center field. Ruiz going back, but he's going to make the catch over the shoulder, and that ends the inning. Eagles, though, get 3 runs on a couple of hits and a hit batsman, and after 6, it's Trinity Baptist 5, Florida Palms 1. Mason Frick will come out for his 3rd inning, and if he can keep Florida Palms from tying it up, he will earn the save. Sammy Coffrin has re-entered back at second base, and the first pitch from Frick is upstairs. Eli Palmer at the plate. 0 for 3 so far. Palmer, Ruiz, and De La Vega are the scheduled hitters. 1 ball, no strikes. Frick delivers a line drive into center. That's a base hit. LeBron will field it and get it back into play. Good start to the inning for Florida Palms. Mason Frick, 2 innings so far. That's the 3rd hit he has allowed. No walks, no strikeouts. Frick now from the stretch. And a first pitch to Ruiz. A check swing. Didn't see the result of it, but the ball's been put on the scoreboard. Frick delivers and misses upstairs. 2 balls, no strikes. Runner at first and a pitch. And Frick gets one at the knees for strike 1. Count is 2-1. Eagles lead 5-1. We are in the top of the 7th. We don't see the Eagles bullpen, but I'm sure there's somebody getting ready just in case. But Frick looking sharp. Off-speed pitch, strike 2 at the top of the zone. One 7-2 for the Owls, 5-12-0 for the Eagles. Fastball just a little bit high. 3 balls, 2 strikes. You wouldn't expect down 4 runs too much of a running game, but anything is possible. Frickin' check that runner at first. And deliver. Strike 3 called. Ruiz knew it, no argument. That's out number 1. First strikeout for Mason Frick. Eagles 2 outs away from the win. Nicholas De La Vega at the plate. He has walked, grounded to third, and flied to center. 1 out with the runner at first, and Frick delivers. Gets a strike in the outside corner. No balls and a strike. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Mason Frick looking for his first save as a college pitcher. Eagles have saved 4 total this season. Swing and a foul ball. Frick not overpowering, but he's changing speeds effectively and keeping the hitters off balance. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, runner at first. Leadoff single by Palmer, and that one a little bit low. Nicholas De La Vega, the number 4 hitter, followed by Perez, Martinez, and Cancio. And the pitch is a little bit high. That's ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Frick checks the runner at first. And the pitch. Darren Goki is now 2-2, and Mason Frick gets his first save. We're going to end the feed right now, start up a new one right as Game 2 is ready to begin. You're watching Trinity Baptist College Eagles baseball here on the TBC Eagles Sports Network. I'm Ray